Title: The Dog Days of Winter. Setting: the sleepy village of Barkington, England. It's January 2000, and the Y2K scare has just fizzled out. Snow blankets the cobblestone streets, chimney smoke wafts lazily into the icy air, and the local pub, the Merry Hound, is alive with laughter and banter. Characters: 1. Percy, a bumbling historian with an impressive collection of tweed jackets but little common sense. 2. Nigel, the self-proclaimed ladies' man who's perpetually unlucky in both love and life. 3. Colin, a shy, tech-obsessed bloke who's just finished worrying about Y2K and now has nothing to do. 4. Monty the dog, a clever, scrappy mutt with a mischievous streak. He's the real star of the show. The meeting. It's a frigid January afternoon. Percy, Nigel, and Colin are gathered in the Merry Hound over pints of bitter and a game of darts. Monty, a scruffy brown and white terrier with bright eyes and a mischievous grin, ambles in through the open pub door. He's clearly a stray, but he looks as though he owns the place. "Blimey, look at this little chap," Percy exclaims, spilling his pint in excitement. Nigel smirks. "Dogs love me. Always have. Watch this." He bends down, arms wide. "Here, boy." Monty narrows his eyes, grabs a sausage roll off the bar, and bolts back outside. "Charming," Percy mutters. Act 2. The challenge. Back at Percy's cluttered cottage, the trio warms themselves by the fire and brainstorm a challenge. They each have 1 week to win Monty over. Whoever succeeds earns lifelong bragging rights and a free round at the Merry Hound. Percy's strategy: outwit Monty with historical reenactments. Nigel's strategy: dazzle Monty with charisma and treats. Colin's strategy: use cutting-edge technology to impress the mutt. The plan is sealed with a hearty handshake, followed by Nigel accidentally breaking Percy's teapot. Act 3. The contest begins. Percy's approach. Percy decides to lure Monty by dressing as a medieval knight, thinking the dog might enjoy a lesson in history. He clanks down the village square in borrowed armor, shouting, "Monty, I am Sir Percival of Barkington. Let us quest together." Monty watches from a snowdrift, bemused, pop before stealing Percy's helmet and sprinting off. Nigel's approach. Nigel visits Pet Palace and blows his paycheck on gourmet dog treats, including something called duck a la woof. He sets up a romantic picnic in the park. Monty approaches cautiously, eyes glinting with suspicion. "See? Dogs love me," Nigel brags, just as Monty wolfs down the treats and pees on Nigel's shoes. Colin's approach. Colin, ever the techie, builds a remote-controlled drone with a tennis ball attachment. He's convinced Monty will love chasing it. At first, Monty is intrigued, barking and running after the drone. But then the drone's batteries die, and Monty buries it in a snowbank for good measure. Act 4. The chaos unfolds. The trio's attempts grow more ridiculous. Percy tries juggling sausages while quoting Shakespeare, but Monty steals the sausages and ignores the soliloquy. Nigel resorts to singing love ballads, which send Monty howling into the night. Colin constructs a robot shaped like a giant bone, but it malfunctions and ends up terrorizing the village geese. Word spreads, and soon the whole village is invested in the contest. Bets are placed at the Merry Hound. "My money's on the dog," the bartender declares. The resolution. One snowy evening, Monty surprises everyone by scratching at Percy's door. He's carrying Nigel's wallet, Colin's drone controller, and a sausage Percy thought he'd lost. The trio, delighted but confused, realizes Monty isn't just a clever dog. He's been toying with them the entire time. They finally understand. Monty doesn't want bribes or tricks. He wants companionship. They take him to the Merry Hound, where Monty is declared Barkington's Dog of the Year and awarded a golden bone, a spray-painted stick. Epilogue. As the pub erupts in cheers, Percy, Nigel, and Colin toast to Monty, who now has a permanent place by the pub's fireplace. Nigel leans back, grinning. "See? Told you dogs love me." Monty promptly steals his pint. The trio laughs, and for the first time in years, Barkington feels just a little less sleepy. The end.